don't even know if it's on. Can you even see my head? You probably can't see my head. I'm gonna have to move it up. Sorry. Might have to find something to lean it against. Oh wait. I haven't filmed from this position before. Oh god, I'm knocking stuff. Is this any better? Oh, that's heaps better, I think. Oh god, there's so many people already. Hi, hi, hi. Sophie's on. Hey, Soph. Oh, thank you, Caitlin. 3 a.m. Oh my goodness, so early. Okay. Hi everyone. This is my new table. It is amazing. I'll probably talk about it so much in the next coming weeks and also in this live. It's beautiful. I can't wait to show you. I've filmed so much about this new vlog. Hopefully you guys can see, like, hear me okay. How is the audio? Is the audio alright? I don't know. Yeah, it's good. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's alright. I'm pretty far away compared to how I usually am, so I don't know if it will be really echoey or something in here. Okay. Yes, I'm so excited about everything. I went to IKEA and got a few amazing pieces. They are so much better than Kmart. I've never actually been to IKEA before and I've never had any IKEA products, and they are definitely worth the price. And I mean, it was still cheap anyway. It was probably double what Kmart is, but Kmart stuff is nothing compared to the IKEA stuff that I got. In this video, or live, I'm going to be putting all my new fabrics on my boards. And also, because of my new table, I have so much room for bolts now. So I can put all these on these and pop them underneath. So I'm super excited for that too. Oh, okay. I can hear you. Audio is good. Yeah, so I'm really lucky to be able to have a table like this. I didn't think it would work, but we made it work. It is a little bit bigger than I thought it would be. I actually thought it would, like, in my head, it's a lot different to it being here. Not bigger as in it's perfect height here. I wanted it at my hip and it's exactly at my hips. But it's a little bit longer than I was expecting or thought in my head, but it's exactly how much I wanted it wrote down on the paper when my brother was measuring it. So yeah, he measured it exactly the amount that I wanted it, but it is quite big. And it also has a lip. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can. So it has like it ends here and you can put a chair underneath, because it is meant to be like a cutting table, but it's also the table that I'll be doing all my work on. So that's like flipping my scrunchies, my elasticing scrunchies, everything really, besides sewing, because you can't see it, I don't think, but my sewing machine, my industrial that I got, is over here. I got it a week ago and one day, and I still haven't used it because I don't know how to thread it. I can just Google how to thread it real easily, but I'm kind of scared. So I'm going to set my whole room up first. I've done like a massive revamp of this room. We've got these. I'm going to do a massive tour as well, so don't worry if you miss out on this very short tour, which you won't even be able to see much because it's only going to be this and I can't bother moving that. But yeah, I've got these to put some scrunchies in. I know it looks very small, but it fits 20 scrunchies and 6 XLs, which is perfect for me because I barely have stock of anything as it is. And then I've got heaps of storage on this wall that you can't see. I've got my industrial machine, and then I still have my older machines, which I'm still contemplating whether I'll be using. It just depends on how the dookie goes with sewing the elastic and sewing really thin, really small 1mm line across when I do my closing up stitch. We'll see how it goes. Okay, back to all these comments. Oh my god. What time is it in Australia? It is 8 p.m. Look how sunny it still is. Sophie, who is in Queensland, apparently that's like nighttime there. It didn't even get dark. Reese and I were watching a movie last night because we came home for the night from offshore, and it was still light at 9 p.m. Because I thought he must have had the outdoor light on because I could still see light through the shutters in bed, and I was like, what? And it was still like this at 9 p.m. Like, the sun was setting, but yeah, the sun sets so late at the moment in Victoria. So what time is it where everyone else is, and where are you from? I like to ask that question. That's a fun question to get started with. So I'm loving gingham at the moment. I actually bought a heap of this one, which I think is sea sucker, I don't know. Something like that from Spotlight. I bought a heap of this to make a dress out of. Inspiration from Rosary Apparel, but also inspiration from the dress that I purchased. But I saw that she makes dresses like that. So I thought I'd give that a go, maybe when I have time. When do I have time? But I don't know. We'll figure it out. 1 a.m. Alexis. Oh my goodness. 8 o'clock. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Olivia. Sorry. Okay, so the tabletop, my brother actually made this from 2 pieces of pine wood. It has you won't be able to see it in the video, but it has a line just here. So it's 2 pieces. I could not find anywhere a tabletop that was big enough, and I really did not want 2 pieces. I really didn't. And I also wanted it to be white, but once I got this home, and once I purchased it, because I wanted a good quality one, I just decided to leave it as it is because I think it actually is really quite nice and just, yeah, it looks pretty. I haven't really done anything besides put a bit of beeswax on it because it's already in the fabric room. It had to be built in here. It can be taken apart, but I don't want to do that until we move out of this house sort of thing, because it will be a pain because I have to take off a few things to be able to take the top off, and then we can deassemble it sort of thing. But yeah, this tabletop was glued onto an MDF board, which is that was a full size one. But yeah, I could not find any pine wood, anything that was high quality that was big enough. The pine wood was $59 each, so it was $120 just for the tabletop, and we just sanded it. And I've put a layer of beeswax because I didn't want anything like varnish or lacquer stuff to go on top because it stinks and I'm in a room full of fabric, so I didn't want to risk anything like that. But yeah, the beeswax has worked fine for now. I didn't even want to do anything anyway. I didn't want to put anything on top of it because it's fine. In my opinion, it was fine how it was. It's a bit darker than I wanted it because it was lighter before I put the beeswax on, just a slight touch. I really wanted it sort of like whitewashed sort of thing, but I don't know. It's fine. It looks good. And it's only been in for a day. So this is pretty much the first time that I've been using it. I used it a little bit this morning, but yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm really behind in the comments already. So yeah, in the cube shelves, scrunchies are going, as I said before, 20 in the normal size and 6 in the big ones. That might not sound like a lot, but I never have stock of any of my scrunchies. So to have 10 or 6 of each type will be so much. Like, that will be heaps, plenty of stock, especially because I have over 500 fabrics now. So I'll only be choosing ones that are popular, ones that sell heaps, just to follow them up. I was thinking about doing 10 designs on this side and another 10 on this side because it fits 20 altogether. So yeah, the 2 regular sizes. Wait, are you still going to use your other sewing machines? I don't know. I actually had to take my other sewing machine back to Spotlight, the one I recently purchased, because it was getting caught all the time. And I posted it in one of those fabric groups on Facebook. And I mean, there's so many lovely comments like trying to figure out what was wrong with it. but no one could really give me a good answer as to what was going on, and I couldn't figure it out myself. So I ended up taking it back to Spotlight today, actually, and I actually just got a refund for it, which was really good of them. Because they could have probably sent it away, but I did mention that I had industrial as well. It was more so I could sell it, but yeah, they just ended up giving me a refund for that one. I still have my other Singer heavy duty machine and my Alna, which possibly might use, like, one of them set up with black thread, so I might use that if I'm using black, because I only use 2 color threads here. I only use black and I use white for the closing seam. So yeah, I'm thinking about setting just one up with the black thread, so I don't have to change the industrial ever. But then I also don't know how the industrial is going to go with the elastic. It might be too fast or just a bit too awkward to do the elastic with. So I might still have to use these other standard sewing machines for that sort of stuff, because I sew all my elastic. What brand of sewing machine? I got a Juki. So it's a Juki DDL 8000A. I haven't used it yet. I used it at the shop when I bought it. So I bought it from Elizabeth Sewing Machines in Melbourne. And yeah, it was really good to deal with them. They were, yeah, awesome. And he said to call him if I have any questions about it or have any issues. I did turn it on just to make sure it survived the long trip home from Melbourne, because I think it took about 2.5 hours to get there and get home. But it did survive on the back of Reese's ute tray thing, so that was good. Yes, my Alna sewing machine is still thriving, which I just haven't used it for ages though. Okay, so I actually took it in to get serviced, and before I took it in to get serviced, I used my Alna and my Singer heavy duty the same amount. I'd use the Singer for certain steps, and then I'd use the Alna for certain steps of the process. But when I took it in to get serviced, I was only left with my one machine, and I found that it actually worked pretty well to do everything, and it was quicker. Because the Singer heavy duty is 1,100 stitches per minute, whereas the Alna's about 700. So yeah, I just ended up switching completely. So I actually haven't used the Alna for anything other than maybe my metallics, because it just has a better needle in it, so it can sew the metallics easier. Because when I use metallic fabric, it needs to have a really sharp needle, otherwise it will just bunch up. And yeah, because I use the super stretch needle. But my new Juki, that sewed the metallics, velvets, everything. I brought every single fabric I have that I have trouble with, my thicker stuff. I brought that all in to give that all a test run, and it did not even stutter. It just straight through, easy fine, nothing wrong with it, and just perfect stitches. I was really impressed. So yeah, I will have a lot of fun with this new machine. I think it will be awesome. So I'll be able to probably get on that tomorrow, I guess. Because yeah, I'm at the moment I haven't threaded it since I got it home, and I didn't actually have any thread to use on it. But I went and bought some thread, and I've got thread now, and I can possibly do something with it tomorrow. I'm going to start sewing some of these new fabrics up, maybe cut some new fabric pieces, because I have so many new fabrics coming to the online store. Sweden, New Zealand, Hawaii, Queensland, Greece, Sydney, Victoria. Wow. UK, USA, Illinois. Geelong. Sorry, Jessica. Probably should have said YouTube. The reason I do them on YouTube is because I can actually get money from it. That's why I usually, because once these lives are finished, they get published and then they get ads put on them, and the ads bring me in revenue. So it makes like my time like more like valuable, I guess, when I'm like doing these lives. Whereas on like Instagram, there's not as much people that would probably see it as well, and it just gets deleted as well. So people that missed out won't be able to see it either. So there's a few different reasons why YouTube is better for lives than the Instagram. Sorry. I usually have a link too. I was just in a Foster when I was getting ready. I was too excited to show you guys my new table. Netherlands. Where do you get the cardboard from? Great question. So my cardboard is actually from like the gamer shops. It's like comic books. They're comic book backings. And they're not bad, like they're quite solid. They're not 100% thick though. And they're about $20 or $30 for a pack of 100. They are so cost effective. I actually ended up going on eBay and found a heap that were damaged. There were barely any damage. It just had like a couple of watermarks on them, only like 5. And you can't see them anyway when they're in this. So I ended up going on eBay and buying a heap from there, which were damaged. And they're like $10. $10 for a pack of 100. And obviously if you don't have as many different fabrics as me, you'd probably only need one pack, but I've got 500 fabrics now, so I don't even know if all this is going to fit on this small pack of ones I have left. It probably won't, honestly. I had to take these all out of my Christmas ones that I had left because I knew I was going to run out. I really need to buy another pack. Okay, I'm already 10 minutes behind in the comments, so my apologies. Do you have more space for pre-made scrunchie storage? Yes. So all of that, and I also have a lot of the cupboard now. Just because I've been just getting rid of boxes I didn't need. Especially there's a lot of boxes in the cupboard which have fabric in them, like thick fabrics, and now I can put them on the bolts like these things and then put them underneath this table, so that helps as well. Clear up some space for in the cupboard. At the moment my scrunchies for my markets are in the cupboard. I don't know if you'll be able to see, maybe, yeah. So we've got that box, those, and that box. They're all scrunchy ones for the markets. I usually keep them in this room so I can use them for orders. Also, I'm loving all the gingham at the moment. I found this really pretty one today. It's like a dusty pink. I didn't see it last time I ordered heaps. So I'm a bit excited about that one. Why don't you stock a lot? Because it's hard to keep a stock of, I just don't have the time. Like, I only have time to make orders, do my YouTube, and like maybe do a quick restock for the week to do markets. So I just haven't found the time to get a stock up of my scrunchies. But I think with having this here, it will make me like try and find time and really, yeah. And plus with my new industrial, which goes really quick, hopefully I'll cut out a lot of time making scrunchies and sewing them. So I'm just, that's like my goal for the new year, is try and keep a bit more of a stock of scrunchies, especially my XL scrunchies, and like my really popular designs, especially for markets and just online orders in general. But yeah, it's just been really hard for me to keep stock. It has been because of the space as well. Like, I can't have a lot in stock, but I think having this will help me. Yeah, it will just help a lot. And obviously I do have the market scrunchies as well in the cupboard, so I can put more in there, because I don't have much in there. I will definitely be posting a vlog on my new room. I just won't be able to show you guys in this live because I can't really move my iPad. But yeah, definitely give me a follow on Instagram because you'll be able to see all the sneak peeks that I'm doing of my new room, and there will definitely be a post on there probably in the new year of the full new room. And then I'll also do, besides the vlog that I'm doing right now on the making of my new room, including making the table, I filmed myself making all of these flat packs. There was 7 of them from IKEA. So yeah, I will be posting that vlog, and then I'm also going to do a tour in here, and I'll be explaining what everything is, the functions and stuff. Yeah, just like really going through it in detail. But I don't want to do that until this is like got some scrunchies in it. So then you guys can sort of see, and so I don't have to make you visualize what it's going to look like. You actually able to see what it is. I need some water. Also, this drink bottle, really cool. Love it. 2 litres. You can get them in Australia from Ohana & Co. She sells them. So if you don't want to wait, if you wanted to order one from Australia, you can get them from her. And she has this exact one too. It's a pink one. But she also has all these rainbow colours. They're so pretty. How was your Christmas? Yeah, it was really lovely. So on the 24th, Christmas Eve, I had like a lunch with my dad and my brothers, and then his children as well. My brother's kids, my niece and nephew. There we go. So yeah, we had like a lunch there at the farm, and that was really lovely because I haven't seen my brother in ages. My older brother, that is. And then on Christmas Day, we went to Phillip Island because my ma and my pa live up there now with my auntie and my uncle and my favourite little cousin. So we went up there and we had a nice family lunch up there with my mum's side. So that was good. It was just a lot of driving. And Reese wasn't home for Christmas, unfortunately, because he's offshore at the moment. But I was lucky enough to see him last night because he did come home for a night, which was really good. How about you guys? Did you guys all have a safe and happy Christmas? I hope you guys did. It's always good seeing family. If you guys can see family, I guess, with everything that's still going on. I can't believe it's still going, but it is in most of the world, I guess. Yeah, I hope everyone had a really safe Christmas period. What else we got? Have you ever suffered from not getting any orders for months? Not recently since I went full time, but when I first started when I was like 15, I would go a couple days or maybe a week or 2 without orders, especially in December. December's always my worst month of the year. Always. Ever since I started nearly 8 years ago, it's always been my worst month. But yeah, just try not to get disheartened about it because it does happen to everyone. Yeah, just gotta keep consistent, posting on socials, and yeah, don't lose faith in it if it's what you really want to do. Did you make the table? I'd love to say I made it all by myself, but no. My little brother, he is a builder. He's an apprentice builder. So he came around and picked me up and went to Bunnings. And I spent so long trying to look for the perfect tabletop. And I went with this, and it was not what I wanted, but it was the only thing that was there that was going to work. I first put in the tray of the car, I put melamine, which I think it's called melamine. It's the same tabletop as my last table, but that stuff chips so easily. When I put it in and I kind of looked at it and I was like, oh my god, it's already so chipped. Can you hear the train? Oh my god, it's still going. Yeah, it was so chipped already. And I said to Jackson, oh my god, it's so chipped. And he's like, yeah, that's going to happen with that sort of material. And I'm like, Oh God, okay, we can't do this one then. I want a good quality table that, you know, it's gonna last me, you know, when I move into another house, like if Reese and I build, which won't be for a couple years yet, I don't think. Just yeah, because it's a bit hard because he's only just built this one. But when we do build, I'd like to bring it with me. I want it, you know, I want to actually spend a bit of decent money on it and make it my own. So there is a few different things about it. Like under here, there's a pocket. So I've got my tissue paper under here, and it's also made it have a bit of height. So along here, we've put in a piece of thick wood all around. It's got a piece of wood in the middle. So then this is so solid because it also has MDF here. It has the 2 pine sheets on here as well, which were quite expensive, but they turned out good. I've also got room for like my laptop and stuff. So they just slide in out of there. And then I also have heaps of room underneath for all of my bolts of fabric. And I'm going to put heaps of my packaging stuff over here because this is where I'll package on this side and I'll stand up. I am so glad it's so tall. That was one of the main things. I was like, Jackson, it needs to be at my hip height. I don't know how we're going to do it. Here's my ideas. So the idea was the shelving part, so that would make it this much taller. The actual tabletop, which would make it a little bit taller as well. And then I've also got bits of wood down the bottom, so it's sort of like raised a bit as well, so not the fabrics aren't on the floor sort of thing. And yeah, that's made it up my hip bone. Perfect. I don't have to bend over all the time now. Already I'm so happy with it, and I've only been doing stuff on the table for just today. It just has made such a big difference. Just such a big difference, especially for cutting and even just rolling fabric. Like before, the table was so low and I would have to bend over and it was really hurting my back. So this table is just a dream. I'm so pleased with it. I'm so happy my brother could help me out and make it for me. But yeah, so he's awesome. Okay, so I've got this really big one. I might put that on a board. It's the same as that smaller one, but this is the one I wanted to make into a dress. I might put it on this board. I struggle so much putting stuff on boards. I tried to roll heaps today and I was like, oh, this one's probably not too bad because it's already folded correctly, I guess. And once everything's off the table, there's like so much space to... Oh, I've already folded it wrong. So I got about 3 meters to make a dress. I don't know if that's even enough. Or I've never made a dress before. I want a dress like this that I'm wearing. I want it to like have a lot. Maybe not this much. This is a lot in here. This dress is amazing. I got this one from ASOS. It has like the shirred top and it has like that sort of back and with elastic as well. And oh my god, I absolutely adore it. I've been wearing it non-stop, especially like on the hot days. I'm really into these sort of dresses right now. So I wanted to make something like this, I guess, out of this fabric because I really like this color. It's like really neutral. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, I'll put this on together. Where am I going to put it? Here. Well, Melissa, I'm definitely live. You can tell your son that. Well, I guess he would see that when he's watching. Is that your new house? So this is the house, like this is Reese's home, my partner. He built this in February last year. I want to build, but I want to wait until Reese is ready to build another house, so we can build together. Because this room is quite small, but I wanted to make it work. That's why I decided to get all new stuff for it, because it was just getting so hard with the layout that I had before. And I think this is going to work so well for me, especially with the bigger table, more storage. There's so much more storage in here now. Yeah, so I thought it'd be best to try and do that and figure out a better sort of game plan for in here, because I'm probably going to be here for a couple years yet, maybe. But I mean, things change all the time. Like, who knows? I could go crazy on YouTube and become a millionaire. I don't know. That would be nice. Then we could buy a big property. I'd love to buy land. That's my goal. I want to buy some land, some acreage. But that's, you know, it doesn't have to be right now. I'm very content here. Ooh. My thread keeps on breaking on my new sewing machine. Any tips to stop it breaking? So that could be a lot of different things. That's what I was having issues with my new machine, which I ended up taking it back because the wheel thing on the side, the thing that turns, it grabs. You got to turn it quite a bit, but then it grabs all of a sudden, which I think was making it snap. I don't know what was wrong with it. But when I was trying to figure out, like, there's heaps of things you could try. You could try cleaning out the bobbin casing and like all the lint and stuff that's underneath. Broken needle. Try a different needle. You could even try a different thread. But I mean, I use bad thread. Like, I've always used bad thread, like not like your expensive stuff. So if you are using expensive stuff and it's still breaking, that's definitely not thread, I don't think, unless you got a faulty batch, because I have heard that happen before too. Yeah, there's literally so many different reasons why your thread might be breaking. You should join those. And I'm no sewing expert either. Like, I only know what I know from just sewing straight lines and, like, you know, hearsay sort of stuff. I'm definitely no expert on any of this. Oh my god, this one's so hard to do. I already did 4 of these and they took me so long to try and put together because they're just slippery. It's velvet. It's my favorite Galena velvet, but it is a pain to get back on this, especially because I'm folding it over. Usually it comes on like a big long one. Thank you, Simone. Yeah, Lena's Spotlight is so much fun. I went there today just to get a refund or like a, I don't know, send me a machine back. I ended up with a refund. I wouldn't have cared either way, but I ended up going shopping as well. I ended up getting all of these here. They're all new. All the ginghams. I decided to get some school prints and some, like this yellow one. I've already sold out of that and I haven't even put it online yet. Just from markets. It's just been so popular. And also I want one. So I'm going to make myself an XL. Because I love wearing XL ones. At the moment I've got a clip in though because it was hot this morning and a clip was nearby. So that is what I grabbed. Do you do everything on your own? If so, how do you manage? I do everything on my own. I've been doing it for a long time though, so I've had a lot of experience, and for me, it didn't all happen overnight. This has been a gradual 8-year process to get to where I am today, and I'd like to sort of keep it at the level I am, I guess. So yeah, it's been, yeah, I just like grown with it and sort of learned along the way and how to do things. I wouldn't expect someone to come in, jump right in and be able to do what I do right now. Like, I wouldn't be able to do it straight away sort of thing. It's just like all learning. You just got to learn with it, I guess. Yeah, oh yeah, so this is all I have left of that yellow one that I just bought more of. So that can be my XL scrunchie. Throw that over there. So yeah, no, it is hard being just me in here, but it's also something I wouldn't change. Like, I really enjoy doing this full time because I am full time. I wouldn't be able to do a second job with this. I was doing a second job for a very long time. I even had a third job. I ended up quitting my third job a few years ago, and then I quit my other job last year, I think, to go full time here with this, just because, yeah, it just got too much and I was extending myself way too far. So yeah, I'm comfortable with the amount of work that I do now. And when I don't do work, I feel like I just feel weird. I need to be working all the time, which is why I'm working on the holidays. But I have closed off my online orders. When I say closed off, people are still ordering, but I'm not shipping them until like end of next week because I wanted to give myself a break from orders. So I've had a few days off completely, like the Christmas, so like 24th until the 26th, I had completely off. And then I got straight into making this craft room new again. So this has been, I think this is day 3 of organising everything. Day 1 was making all the IKEA stuff and yeah, moving everything in. I moved everything in by myself because I was not waiting for anyone to come around and help me. The only thing that wasn't moved in was this, because Jackson had to come around and measure it up and do everything for it. But I moved the cabinets in, the bookshelves, and they were so heavy. Reese and I couldn't even carry them in the store, but like with us two carrying one thing, and I managed to do them by myself. Don't know how, I just did. I did use a skateboard though. I put them on a skateboard and skateboarded them through the house and then lifted them up. And they didn't have the shelves in it, so that probably made it a lot easier, I guess, but they were still so heavy. Like, I was very sore yesterday. Probably did overextend myself a bit, but oh well, it's done. Done now. I could have waited for Jackson, but I really wanted to get everything in yesterday, or not yesterday, day before. And I keep pointing to over here. It's on my Instagram if you wanted to go check it out. It's just a photo of my crates and stuff. I got the crates from AliExpress, if anyone's wondering. Grace just donated. He's watching. Thank you, baby. So Reese is offshore. He's not going to be home. He wasn't home for Christmas, and he won't be home for New Year's either. So it's just me and Flo. But I think I will go see my cousins for New Year's. So that should be good as well. Something to do at least. Otherwise, I'll be in here sewing on New Year's night. I guarantee it. If I don't do anything, I'd be in here. It's terrible. I'm really behind. I'm so sorry. I think I'm 20 minutes behind now. It's so lovely, all you guys trying to help each other out in the comments. See, you guys would probably know a lot more than me as well about all the sewing stuff. I just, yeah. When people ask me about fabrics, I'm like, this is cotton. I don't know. I got it from this spot in Spotlight. That's all I know. Yeah. People ask me about fabrics all the time and I have no idea. Really don't. I want to sort of do all the bigger fabric pieces because I feel like I'm going to run out of these boards. Am I going to run out? Actually, I might not. Might be okay. We'll try this one. Do you own a Cricut? I do have a Cricut. It's sitting on my lovely shelf over here that you can't see. But yeah, I've got a Cricut Maker, and I would have had one of those new Cricuts when I did I had like a Cricut sponsor video, but I asked them if I could have the heat press instead. So I ended up with the heat press rather than one of those new Cricuts, because I didn't see the need of having 2 Cricuts because I barely use this one as it is. I only really use it for my stickers, and even then, like, I don't really do my stickers anymore. It might be something I might get back into in the future, but I'm just so busy with scrunchies right now, and that's what I really like doing, because it is a mindless activity, just sewing. Like, there's not really much thought into it, and like making the stickers kind of stress me out because you really have to be in the mood to design things. Yeah, so that was a bit harder. But I just enjoy cutting fabric and making things. You don't really have to think about it, especially when you've made so many of them. in the past. So there's, yeah, just mindless activity. I want to know more about your new industrial machine. Well, it is a Juki DDL 8000A. I haven't used it yet. It's been sitting in here for a week and I haven't used it. I actually haven't even threaded it yet. But when I used it at the place, it was so good. Like, it just went so fast. I was only doing it at 2,400 or 300, the speed, stitches per minute. And it was so quick even at that. And just the stitches are so neat. What else? It has like a knee thing where you put up the foot. Also has back pedal that like breaks the stitch. Like cuts it. There we go. Thread cutter. It also talks to you if you want it to, but the talking is like kind of annoying. But he did show me how to do that. I might do it for a video when I do like a review on it in the future when I learn how to use it properly. It's like kind of like it has a screen, which is nice. I like that it sort of looked more modern, because I was looking at one, which I think oh god, I get her name wrong every time. Jasmina. She has one, which, yeah, got me on the spiral of the Juki machines. But that one sort of looked a bit more like dated, I think. It still went really fast though. But then, yeah, I found this one, which I think is a little bit more newer because it does have the screen. I wanted one that looked a little bit newer. This one costs $2,640, so it is very expensive, but I mean, it's a tax write-off and it's something I'll use like every day, so I didn't really mind paying that much. But it is the most expensive thing that I've purchased for the business, like in one go. The other most expensive would probably be the merch. At the moment, I think the merch has cost me about $5,000, so I'm hoping it's not going to be a flop when I do end up putting them up for my 8th year anniversary, because the merch has been so expensive. But I did get a lot of it, so I won't run out anytime soon of certain things. I'll run out very soon of probably the embroidered ones, because I think that'll be the most popular. What are your goals for the new year? My goals for the new year are definitely trying to keep a stock up of scrunchies. This was also my goal. Oh my god, look how bad that is. Hang on, I'll show you. Wait. I need to find the other end. Do you see how much that's cut on an angle? Like, that's a full, probably 15 centimeters off. I'm gonna have to find where the middle part is so it's not crooked. Because it's off on both ends too. Jesus. Sorry, I was talking. Oh, thank you for the donation. What was I talking about? I got distracted by how bad that cut is. My goals. So yeah, definitely trying to keep a stock of scrunchies. I really want to kind of I know it sounds silly, but I want to try and take a step back and try and go on more holidays and spend more time with the people I love. Because I do work so much, and I sort of just, especially in like the slow periods, so coming up into, you know, January, February, March, I really do want to sort of take a little bit of a step back and spend more time with people and like go on a holiday, because I won't be able to go on a holiday. I still don't know if I'm going to be able to go to Queensland because they probably will go into lockdown in the next month or two. I really wanted to go February because that's really the only time I can go, and I reckon it just won't work out for me, unfortunately. Other goals would be, I'm trying to walk every day, like get 10,000 steps. Look, I'm almost at 10,000 steps already, and that's just from walking around this table. That's also why I love this table so much, because I think I'll get so many steps done. That is way too short to even roll. I think I've already got that one out. might roll out on a different piece. Yeah, I want to try and get 10,000 steps a day because I have gained a bit of weight, unfortunately, in the last year or two, just because like once I quit my retail job, like my retail job, I was doing so many steps every day, and then I was getting home and sewing. So I already got my cardio in for the day, and I think that's what really made a difference, and also because I'm probably not eating the best either. So yeah, I'd really like to do more steps, just be more active, because I have noticed like a big toll on me. I just don't get enough steps in, so it's making me more tired, and yeah, it's not good. I just need to get my steps in. I need to get do more activities like gym stuff, just to get my energy back. Because yeah, I found like my energy has depleted so much over the past few months, and I think it's because I haven't really been active. I think that will definitely help. Just walking and stuff. And I try and take Flo for a walk, especially during the summer. It's so hard because it's been such a wet summer in Australia. I can't remember what it's called. It's like some Nina something, but it's been the wettest summer since 1900 in Australia, I think. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that's what it said on the Google. Yeah, it's just been raining so much, and I can't really take her for a walk in the rain. I should get her a proper raincoat. She has one, but yeah. So that's been hard as well. But I have been trying to take her for walks. And then also it gets too hot in Australia too. So if I'm not up by a certain time, I can't take Flo for a walk anyway, because it is too hot to walk her. Like, the next few days are going to be 38, I think. So that's going to be too hot to walk a dog, unless I wake up quite early or go for a walk like at this time of night, because it won't be as hot. So yeah, it's hard. Other goals. I haven't really thought about my goals, so I might do another goal video. I should watch my old goal video, because I did one this time last year about the goals. I know that some of the goals were, hey, that's my book right there. Let's have a look at my goals. Let's have a look at last year's goals. Ta-da! Okay. So, I wanted 50,000 YouTube subscribers, and I'm at 35,000, so that's not too bad. I wanted 20,000 Instagram followers. Okay, maybe I should tell you how many subscribers I had. So at the time I was writing this, which would have been January, like the 1st of Jan, I had 2,500 YouTube subs. I now have 35,000, and I wanted 50,000, so I'm a little bit off. But for the Insta followers, I had 13,500. Now I think I'm sitting at almost 40,000. So I doubled that. I doubled what I wanted for that one. So what I wanted was 20,000 Insta followers, but I ended up with 40,000, and that's credited mostly to Reels for sure. Oh, and YouTube, just growing on YouTube. Attend 3+ markets per month. Yes, I did attend 3 markets per month when COVID allowed. It was a bit harder when COVID was hitting. But like this last, November and October, I was doing 2 to 3 markets every weekend. So I was probably doing 3, 6, 9, 12. I might have been doing upwards of 15. No, not 15. Upwards of 12 markets a month during October and November. So that's a heap of markets. So release stickers and new products. So I did release my stickers last year, and I did 1 release, and that was it. I just got busy with scrunchies because I sort of took off on Instagram and on YouTube. Obviously, I had this massive spike from my making 1 million scrunchies video, and that got me so many YouTube subscribers so quickly, which then transferred over to Instagram, I guess, and I had so many orders, and it's just been like that constant this whole year. Okay, one of the others was TikTok Reels and upload consistently. Yes, but no. I try to upload TikToks and Reels every second day, but it is hard because editing does take quite a bit. Start a content calendar. I never did that. No. I do have a whole video list in my phone, which has all these different video ideas, but I never did a content calendar. Maybe something I can look into doing this year, but probably not, because I just feel like I don't really need to, because most of my videos are vlogs, but maybe I should, just so I can get some of the other ones done, because I do have so many videos that aren't vlogs, like video ideas that aren't vlogs I want to do. So if I write them and like say I want them done this month, then I might actually do them, because they're ones that have been sitting in there for like the past year, and they're good video ideas. I just haven't had a chance to film them, and like especially tutorial ones. I have been meaning to do the XL tutorial and the regular scrunchie, a new updated version. I just haven't yet because I've just been so busy. It's something I want to do though. Alright, what else have we got on my 2021 goals for say last year's goals? Well, this year, I guess, start of this year. Learn how to use the Cricut machine. So I learned how to basically use the Cricut machine. I know the basic functions. I don't really know much else though. Okay, my personal life. So that was like my career goals. My personal life for the start of this year was find my art style. I have not done that at all, because I never, after I did the sticker launch, I didn't keep going with it. I guess because I didn't have a lot of interest in it, and then also the scrunchies just kind of popped off again. So yeah. Walk every day. I did not. I did not. Routine. I don't really have one still. It's really hard. It really is, because yeah, it's hard. My routine is just work every day for as long as I can. So bad. Skincare routine. I actually got a skincare routine. So for years I've been washing my face with water, and that's it. So I ended up going to like a skin person, not really a skin person, what do you call them? Like a beauty center thing, like one of the more expensive ones in Traralgon, because I thought, you know, if I go to an expensive one, maybe they'll know more about what they're doing, like they'll be more qualified. And I spoke with the owner there, and I ended up getting like a whole set. When I say whole set, really it was moisturizer. She started me off with a moisturizer and a face cleanser, because she said she didn't want to overwhelm me, because I've gone from really doing nothing with my face and skin. And so yeah, I had those two, and then since then I've upgraded to a gel stuff as well. Reese has rosehip oil, which I really want. I got Reese onto it too. So yeah, I want to get the rosehip oil that he has. So every time he's home, I use that every night before I go to bed. But when he's not home, I just use my moisturizer. I also got eye cream, but I think that I'll be a little bit allergic to the eye cream, maybe, because I do get a little bit itchy with it. So I sort of I don't really use it really. But yeah, I do get eye cream to use. And then I've been going for microdermabrasions every 4 to 6 weeks, and LED therapy on my face. And I've noticed a massive difference with my skin. It is so much better than it was. Yeah, and I guess because I've been taking care of it and getting all that done. Also, I've been drinking 2 liters of water every day. So yeah, that's a big tick for skincare routine. So these are all the goals from start of the year. Eat more vegetables, better in general, and limit takeaway. That I completely failed, because I met Reese and we get takeaway so much. I loved it when we were getting HelloFresh, because it would actually make me cook. Otherwise, you know, we don't go shopping much, because like when he gets home, like you don't want to go shopping, you want to spend time with each other. Yeah, so we just order takeout. It's bad, and there's no healthy takeout options around where we live, like that do delivery. Like everything's just burgers and, you know, high calorie stuff, really, really unhealthy things. So So yeah, maybe for next year, might want to get back on that HelloFresh bandwagon because they were good. I really, really loved all their doing that. It was just so easy because everything was already there and you just made it. I know it sounds lazy, but it really did make a difference. Because like I don't have time to go shopping, and even if I did, like I just can't think like that because I'm not a cook. I don't like cooking. That's not my thing. But I will cook and I know how to cook. But if I'm going shopping, I can't think of meals to save my life. I'll be like, what am I going to eat this week? I don't know. So yeah, it's just harder. Yeah. Okay. Drink more water. 2 liters. Oh my god. And find a good drink bottle. Look at this. This actually came about 2 months ago. So technically I only just completed this goal. And I have been drinking heaps of water during this time period. But, you know. Okay. Now we're up to the financial side of things. And these are goals from the start of the year for this year. Okay, so save 25,000. I've definitely saved a lot more than that. Invest 3K into shares. I think I invested about, I think I invested 3K. It'd be very close anyway, this year. Future goals. So these ones were untimed. This one is Patreon. So yeah, in the future, I do want to start a Patreon. I don't think I'm at that stage yet though. For a Patreon, and I don't think I'm set up for it yet. So that's definitely something I want to do. Build house and save my deposit. I have saved my deposit. So yeah, I've already got a really nice, decent deposit there. But I just haven't built the house yet. But that is untimed anyway. And then it says buy a dog, and then it has in brackets golden or a dachshund. Now, who do we know that's a golden retriever that I look after? So I ended up with a golden retriever. She is technically Reese's, but she is also now mine. So yeah, I guess I ticked that goal because now I have a little golden retriever who sometimes loves me, but definitely loves Reese more, unfortunately. Okay. Was that all the goals for this little segment? Am I frozen? How long have I been frozen? Well, that's good. Am I back now? I don't know if I'm back. I think it's filming again. Where was I up to? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We'll just put that away. So could you guys hear me, but I was just frozen? I can see you now. Okay. Alright, that's right. It's because I accidentally, so at the start of the video, the live, you would have seen it, I actually knocked my lead and my plug came out, which was charging the iPad, and it went down to 10%. That's what came up, and that's what made it freeze. It was probably frozen for so long too, and I didn't even realize. Whoopsie days. So how long? I was frozen for like 5 minutes. I'm so sorry. Could you guys still hear me? Okay, you could hear me. That's alright. As long as you could have heard me. That's so embarrassing. Okay. Oh wow. Where was I up to when before I got on that massive tangent about goals? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Let's go have a look. Ooh, a pleated skirt's so pretty. Yes, I really need to make myself something in the new year. Yeah, I'm definitely looking into making some of these like maxi shirt dresses. Like, look how material this, like, hang on. That's how material this is like crazy. I feel like a princess. It's awesome. Is the cupboard behind you full of fabric? Not really. I guess, yeah, but, so these are like my scrunchies for the markets. That is my pre-sews, but they're not staying in that box. I haven't actually sorted the cupboard out yet. Yes, you were frozen. Thanks, Soph. What else we got? There's mask fabric down here. Then I've got my DIY packs. I have like a box that I have those in. that I make stuff. I have my fold over elastic scrunchy stuff, not scrunchies, fold over elastic, that's just what it is. Well, up here there's scraps. I don't even know if you can see this side, probably not. They're fabric, that's fabric. That's remnants of fabric, like really small pieces which can't go on the boards. Also really small pieces. These are all pre-cut fabric, so they're already pre-cut. I'm hoping to get these boxes out of here and sewn up within the next 2 months. Then down here is all my bow fabric. I guess, yeah, most of it is fabric, I suppose, when you put it that way. Oh my goodness. Where is Flo? Good question. I thought she would have been in here straight away, trying to jump on the table, but she isn't. She's probably having a nap out there. Does your satin fabric fray? It doesn't. I use deluxe satin from Spotlight, and it is so much better than any other satin that I've tried. Like the Semco satin from Spotlight, that frays crazy. Like that will just fray everywhere. But not the Semco, oh not the Semco. Well, not the deluxe. The deluxe satin, which is about, it's normally like $19 a meter, but I think on special it's like $12 a meter. It's so good. It barely frays. Like that was most of the reason I didn't want to go into satins, because when I first had my first experience with satin fabrics was ones that were terrible. They were off the clearance section and they frayed so much, and I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. I can't deal with this. But then I ended up buying, I think the Dusty Pink would have been my first one, and it was so much better to deal with. So yes, I ended up getting the deluxe satin, and I've been using that. So I definitely recommend that from Spotlight, but unfortunately I have no idea where else you could get it, or from different places. If anyone else knows any good satins, let us know in the comments where we can get some. But yeah, at the moment I just get mine from Spotlight, which I don't think is in most countries, so I'm sorry. I can't give you any more advice on that, but there is different satins out there, so definitely have a look around. Yeah, Spotlight is so good. I don't know what sort of places in the States would be similar. Is it like Jones or something? I have no idea. Jones is probably not even a fabric store. I don't know. I have no idea. Hey, this one's already like pre-folded. Nice. It's not folded nice enough though. I don't think so. I have to roll it back out. Oh, it's Joanne's. Joanne's is similar to our Spotlight. There you go. I was close. Or is it Jones? I could have been exactly right. Who knows? I saw they cut it in 6/8 or use a file. Oh yeah. Digging through the remnants as well is so fun. Yes. Hang on, I'll get my remmies. They're over here. I got these two today. So this one is a Winston satin. I just got this because why not? It's only $2 for the 1.5 meters. And this one was a rayon. I don't know. It's not really the type of fabric I usually would get, but because it was on clearance, I thought, why not? Go little rock star. Thanks, baby. Oh, you guys are already onto it in the comments. Already given so many helpful advice for the satin. Where do you live? I live in Victoria, Gippsland, Australia. I think I did that the wrong way. It would be Gippsland, Victoria, Australia. Yeah. I'm sewing scrunchies while watching you. Good stuff. Get that, get all the work done. That's what I do. I usually watch YouTube while I do stuff. Oh, also, not promoted or anything, but these headphones are amazing. So these are the Bose, you know me, I can't pronounce things. Bose. They are quite expensive, They're the new ones, but they are so good. I use these rather than using my actual earmuffs now, to just, yeah, do the like sewing. But in saying that, another perk of my new industrial machine is it is so quiet. Oh my god. Like, he was sewing for me, like he was showing me how to use it, and he was sewing, and we were still having a normal conversation, and then it just clicked, and I was like, oh my god, it's so quiet. And he's like, I guess he's never used one of my machines because they sound so loud, especially the singer. Oh my god, I think I've gone deaf from that thing. So yeah, if you do have a machine that is loud, and if you don't know if it's loud, put some earmuffs on like this, and then play with your machine, and then while you're doing it, go like that, and you'll be able to know the difference. Because yeah, sometimes I put it on and I'm like, oh yeah, it's not even that loud, but then as soon as I put earmuffs on and then do that, I'm like, oh my god, yeah, definitely give me the earmuffs back. And if anyone's wondering, I'm about 25 minutes behind in the comments, I'm sorry. I'm going to take pictures for Etsy. Any tips? I'm probably not the best person to be asking about photos because I am horrible at photos, but definitely natural lighting. Try and use a camera if you can. I have always used my phone, but I think I will start using my vlogging camera to also take photos because I think they might just capture the light better, like the colors and stuff. Also, I got a light box. Where is it? I also have this. This is from JB Hi-Fi. It cost me $99. It is very big. It's probably the size of this and then rectangled. They work pretty well too. I haven't really used it yet. I'm planning to use it or try it out when I do my new release, which is all this stuff and a heap of fabrics down there. Will you do more lives? I like doing lives, but I can really only do them when Reese is away and when I've got time and if I'm in the mood to do them, because I have to be in a certain like mood to be able to talk this much, which usually I am, but some nights I'm just tired and don't really want to. And it's usually at night times that I can do them because I just have more time free, because during the day I'm like working on orders and stuff, which is a bit harder. So like, I try and do them, but it does get hard to find time, especially because they last so long. Like, I've been on for ages already. Oh, I missed a couple. Hang on. I'd love you to do a tutorial on XL scrunchies and bunny scrunchies. The tutorial for XL scrunchies I will be doing, but I'll probably do it once like everything's set up really. Yeah. I need to do that. I've been saying I'm going to be doing it for months, but I just haven't had time. It's bad. Do you reckon I might put this one on a bolt, maybe? Because that's why I got all the bolts, so I could put the thick ones on there. I might put this one on a bolt. Where'd you get your dress from? I got it from ASOS. I think it's actually really cheap at the moment too. I think it was on sale last time I looked. So I went to go put a review up and I couldn't find how to do the review. They only gave me option to do the review for a few other things that I had. But yeah, this dress is awesome. I really like it. Oh, I just got an order. If you're watching, thank you. Taylah, will you be doing different projects rather than scrunchies? Yes, but scrunchies keeps me very occupied, so I kind of don't have the time to do other stuff. What's this? Hang on 2 seconds. Just wishing Reese a good night. All right. We're back in. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so it's for the scrunchies and making new things. Oh god. Oh, here's my 10,000 steps. Yay. It's probably from me flipping around this stuff anyway, but anyway. Will that fit? Beautiful. So, what was I saying? Oh my god, I lose track of thoughts so easily. So yeah, with the scrunchies, I did want to make headbands, but I think I'm just going to be too busy with scrunchies this year. But we'll see. Things change. Like at the start of last year, I say at the start of last year, and I'm really meaning the start of this year. Start of this year, I really thought that I'd be doing less scrunchies and more stickers and stuff and signing stuff, but that did not go to plan at all. So I'm just gonna, see what happens. See what happens with the market, everything. Just gotta see what the customers want and what the people want. I'll just go with the flow, I guess. But yeah, I was considering making adult headbands. I'm sort of steering away from the more baby stuff. Doesn't really interest me, so I'm sort of more wanting to do more adult hair accessories and maybe like, you know, older kids, not baby stuff at all. Doesn't, yeah. Can you tell us your XL Scrunchies measurements? They are, what are they? The width of the fabric. So whatever the width of the fabric is, that could be 112 or that could be 150, 160, depends on what it is. So the width of fabric I'd usually do 6.5 now, but I have wide elastic, so it does make it smaller than what it would be when you use thin elastic. So if you use a thin elastic, they'll end up so much bigger. And my elastic, well, you wouldn't be using my elastic, but I use 21 centimeters, but usually people would use about 20 centimeters or maybe 16. Just depends on what sort of elastic you have, because even if it's the same elastic, it's going to be different stretch depending on the brand. Leslie, that's not good about the machine. The clock. Okay. I haven't looked into it that too much. Leslie just said that she's got the same industrial and her clock has been messing up on her. I think, yeah, I do remember when the guy showed me, I think his name's Chris. I don't want to say it's Chris, just in case it's not Chris, but we're going to call him Chris anyway. Chris, when he showed me, I think it did have a time thing on it at the top, and maybe I need to change it, because I don't think it was the right time, which, oh god, I don't know how to do that. Too techie for me. I'll figure it out. I have to watch some videos. Hopefully I don't have any issues. How long have you been live, and how long do you plan to stay? I've been live for 1 hour and 10 minutes, I think. And how long do you plan to stay? Probably until I get these fabrics twisted up. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know whether to shut that blind. Thank you, Simone, for the donation. Is the merch online yet? No. It's coming online the 20th of January, which is my 8th birthday. So it's going to be my 8th anniversary launch. That will also include a bunch of new scrunchies and the merch. So I've got t-shirts, I have jumpers, like I've got crew necks, and I've got hoodies. What else do I have? I'm going to have tote bags, but I'm contemplating the tote bags at the moment, because I ordered a bunch of them and they stunk, honestly. They're terrible. They smell so bad. So I don't know what to do with them. I did wash a heap of them, and I'm going to try and iron them out and see how they turn out. But yeah, they smell so bad. They're like, because like canvas, but it's like the canvas has been wet or something. It really stinks. I should have told them I wanted to get a refund, because I didn't think it would bother me as much, but I thought it would kind of air out, but I tried to air them out and it ain't happening. So I don't know what to do with the totes, because yeah, they smell so bad. It's really gets to me. I've made other people smell them and they say it's not as bad as I'm thinking, but I don't know, it really bothers me. know if I'll give you a discount. The sky at your place is so beautiful. It probably was by the time you commented that. It's all gone now though. It's all dark. The next few days are going to be hot. Yes. Oh my god. I think it's meant to be 38. I don't know what's going to be up near you, Caitlin, but yeah, it's 38 down here, and that's hot. The 38 degrees. I have no idea what that is in US. I don't even know what you guys do. Is it Fahrenheit? I have no idea. But yeah, that's hot. And I think I might be going away for New Year's night and maybe the day, like at least it's to a beach. It's to my beach house, my family's beach house. So yeah, I'm looking forward to being out in the water, I think, those days, because it's gonna be hot as. Yeah, especially like New Year's Day and New Year's night, very warm. But then apparently it's meant to be raining next week. I saw, because Reese gets back next week on Thursday, and it's meant to be like raining when he gets back. He's always so unlucky with the weather. I can see that power falling over the edge. Hey, true. That's not a bad idea to move that. Hey. Oh, and it lasted like 20 minutes, so it's not too bad. Actually, it's lasted half an hour. Oh my god, I'm half an hour behind. I'm sorry. How do you keep having inspiration of Instagram posts and stories? I usually just post what I'm doing, especially for stories and just general posts in general. General posts. Yeah, I just post what I'm doing. What I'm like, just snap a photo, you know. But for the TikToks and stuff, that's a bit harder. I usually look at. Hang on. That was probably loud. Sorry. I usually look at other people's, on my feed, I have all the small business stuff. So I'll look for sounds and stuff through there and look for ideas and inspiration. So that's sort of what I do. And like, even if I'm not in a mood to be looking for that sort of stuff, if I'm just accidentally scroll past one, I'll save it so that I can view it later when I go to make. I do like bulk TikToks. Like I'll film like 50 in one day, and then it'll take me like 5 months to edit them. Yeah, that's sort of what I do. How many hours do you put into your business in a week? Too many. Just too many. Yeah, depends if Reese is home. If Reese is home, I'm working in here from early until quite late. Like tonight, I'll probably go nearly all day. All night. Way too many. Okay, I'm up to where my screen froze in the comments. That's good. Okay, we're back. What do you do with your scrap fabric? So the way I make my scrunchies now, I actually don't end up with any scrap fabric. The only way I'll end up with scrap fabric is if I cut them and they end up like with bits like this, which I'll make into my mini scrunchies. So I have 2 tubs of those and I use them heaps. But when I was making my scrunchies with a different length, I did end up with a heap, and I've got 4 boxes of these. And I make these into bows when I have time. They're just random offcuts. Yeah. But they're enough to make bows out of. Mini bows mostly, but I can make big bows out of them sometimes too. But yeah, I've got 3 of them. So pretty much everything that I like make, like all my fabric, I have a use for. Nothing really goes in the bin unless it's mask fabric, because the mask obviously you can't really get a nice square edge on that unless you're doing the square ones. I do have square ones. But yeah, that's probably the only scraps I really have. "4 a.m. Oh, I'm sorry you have sick children. I hope they feel better soon." When I do my, one of the comments was, "Can you take a video, a vlog of taking photos?" When I do my new launch, I will film it, the photo process, and I'll give you guys some better tips than I did on my last video I did on that, because the last one was pretty terrible. 3 a.m. Meg. Oh my goodness. Taylah, what kind of watch do you have? I have a Fitbit. It's is it 3 series? I don't know. It's the one that has the bigger screen though. It's very cool. I like it. It tells me how many steps I do. Tells me my heart rate. It doesn't have that much fancy things. Like it just, yeah, it does that, and it tells me when I'm having an incoming call, which is quite handy. That's how I found out about my frozen screen. So, yeah, that's like the sort of thing that it does. It also tells you the time and date and stuff, which is also handy, which is what a watch is for. No, I like it. It's good. And I like it because it's pink. And I don't even have to charge it that often. And it's really quick at charging. Like, it only takes I put it on charge this morning and it was at 87% within, I don't know. It wasn't long though. Oh, we're almost down to the end, guys. I'm planning on purchasing a Cricut. Which machine do you recommend, and is it worth the money? It really depends on what you're making. Like, if you're only doing stickers or like paper stock, you could probably get away with getting the cheaper version, which is like the is it the Explore? No, it's the, oh my god, the Air. I think the Air one. I have heard that the new one, it's like not probably worth it unless you're doing the specific projects that the new one does, which I think is like the longer sheets. But I have a Maker, and that does like heaps of stuff. I got the Maker rather than the Air because I wanted to do etching and cut balsa wood, which I think you can do on it. Like, I have the engraving tip. I just never done it. They're pretty simple to use and stuff. Just really depends on what you want it for though. Do you live off your business income, or do you have another income? No, I live off my business income and my YouTube income. And when I said live off it, I mostly save most of it, or I spend it back on the business, because that keeps taxes down. Yeah. So I don't pay a lot of tax because I spend a lot of money on fabrics and random stuff. But it keeps me happy and keeps me entertained, so that's okay. But yeah, I do save a lot of my money as well. And then the others go on bills and stuff, because Reese and I split everything half and half now. So yeah, we do that. But yeah, this is my full-time job. And yeah, and if you don't know, I also get money from YouTube too. Which Cricut should I buy? I'm planning to just make stickers. You would get away with the Air. just to make stickers. That's really all you need. But if you even have an inkling of thought that you would want it for anything else, you would probably best just getting the maker, just in case you want to upgrade in the future. But that's what I did, because I had, you know, just that feeling like, oh, what if I want to do something else in the future that involves stuff that the air can't do, which is, you know, the thicker materials and stuff. Which is why I actually did have an air, and I took it back. And I found out later that the person that refunded me probably shouldn't even refund me, because I don't think you can return it for change of mind. So I got very lucky, but it hadn't been opened or anything. It was brand new in the box, and like it actually was new in the box that it came shipped in. But yeah, you'd get away with the air for sure, because a lot of people use airs just to do stickers. Will you upload more regularly in the future, maybe 2 times a week? It really depends on my schedule. In an ideal world, that would definitely be what I want to do. I really love making YouTube videos, but it does take a lot of time and effort to make them, especially if they're not vlogs. And then, of course, editing them also takes a lot of time. Also, you may have noticed that my recent videos have not been very good, and that's because I haven't been getting many views in December, so I just decided not to post. Like, I have a lot of videos that I want to post, but I'm like, I'm not wasting them. I'm not wasting them at all in December. I'll post them in January when I'll get a lot more traction. Here in the Netherlands, it's under 0 degrees, or 0 Celsius. What's that? I don't know what that is. Oh my god, that's so cold though. That sounds cold. Ooh. Yes, it is warm here. Today I think it was 27 degrees, and the next few days it's going to almost reach 40 degrees. So it's hot. Hot Australian summer, finally. We haven't had like a good summer. Like, it's just been rainy all summer, which is really unusual. Do you have Centrelink or any government income? No, I've never been on any sort of government income or Centrelink. I've always been working, and I've never really needed to. I did think about applying for it when I went to start going to uni, because I was going to move up to Melbourne, but then plans changed, and then I never even ended up applying for it, so didn't really bother about it. And I was comfortable with like I wouldn't be eligible for it anyway, especially now, but I wouldn't have been eligible for it back then either, when I was thinking about doing it after I finished school. Maybe for like the study one, maybe, but I think I would have earned too much income, even then, to be eligible, I think. Because you have to earn under a certain amount to be eligible. Oh, and then also your parents as well. If you, like, especially for the Oz, like, I don't know, whatever I worked out, I wasn't eligible either way back then, and I wouldn't be eligible now, or need it. Where do you buy a cricket? Well, you can, because they don't ship to Australia. Harvey Norman have them. Spotlight have them. Big W have them. There's quite a few places that stock them now. When I went looking for them, when I bought mine, there was barely any places that stock them. But there is a few places that stock them now. Just wait for a sale though, honestly. Like the Boxing Day sales, not Boxing Day, Black Friday, the cricket makers were going for like $398, which they're usually like $600, I think. I spent so much money on mine because I didn't get mine on sale either. So like, I might take, if you're not in a rush for a cricket, definitely wait until Spotlight has a sale, or the Big W, or wherever you're looking. I don't even know if Big W has them anymore. They had cricket stuff. I don't know if they actually have the makers and stuff. Harvey Norman definitely did though. They're a new retailer that has them. Where do you get cardboard from to wrap around the fabric? So my cardboard. This is, oh my god. I've said it 3 times in this vlog, this video, is cardboard that is from, you guys have probably already commented it. Oh my god, my brain, why? Comic book inserts, that's what they're for. They come in a pack of 100, they're comic book ones. I can't remember what size this is, unfortunately, but if you look at my last video on, was it Room Tour 2021, you'll find what it is. You'll find a good screen capture, you'll be able to screenshot that. It probably might be in the description too, maybe, what exactly it is, but yeah, it's comic book in, like, to make comic books sturdy. Yeah. And this was the perfect size for what I wanted. So I just got whatever size this is. And maybe I got the deluxe. I don't know. It's been so long since I ordered them, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's in that video. I talk about them and show you guys. I show you what they actually are. Do you have an Apple TV? No, I don't think so. I'm not. What is an Apple TV? I don't think so. I think because these are Reese's TVs. He has a massive one. It's like this big, and then he has a smaller one, but still massive. It's so much bigger than any TVs I've ever owned. In his bedroom, in our bedroom, I should say. But I think they're Samsung. Probably wrong, but I think they are Samsung. Yeah. Oh, maybe Apple TV is different. Not a Apple TV. Maybe it's Apple TV as in a program. I don't know. I've actually never heard of Apple TV. Does that mean... Yeah, I don't... Is that like a Netflix thing? Like Netflix and Disney Plus? Sorry, I don't have it though. How much fabric would you normally buy in one trip? Depends if I'm going to buy fabric or if I'm just going to spotlight for something and then end up coming out with way too much stuff. If I'm going to buy fabric and there's a sale on, like clearance sale, I will buy meters and meters and meters. Like my last clearance sale shop, which is a lot of the stuff I'm folding up right now actually. Most of the stuff was on clearance. It was from sale. I purchased, I think 100 meters. But this most recent trip today, I went to go return my sewing machine that was broken, and I would have and I didn't need any fabric. I just decided to have a look around, and then I ended up purchasing heavy gingham. But there's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 meters. So I bought 14 meters of fabric in today's trip. And I usually buy like 1 meter. If it's a fabric I think is going to sell really well, I'll buy more than 1 meter. I'll buy 2 to 3 meters. And if it's a clearance fabric, I'll usually, even if I like it, if it's a clearance fabric that I really like, I'll buy the whole bolt, if it's a good enough price. If it's like a fabric that I'm like kind of like, I'll buy a couple meters anyway and just see how it sells. But usually I'll regret it if I don't buy the whole bolt, if it's something I really like. So I just buy the whole bolt now. Like, I think it's too far down. It's not too far. This one I got on clearance for $4 a meter. So I bought the whole bolt. It's so beautiful. I'm going to make it into XLs. I love it so much. It's a satin. They work really well for scrunchies. XL scrunchies. Have you ever been to Seymour? No, I don't actually know where that is. Have you ever been to the UK before? No. I've never really been overseas before. I was meant to go overseas, but then COVID hit. I had a Kentucky planned, so we were meant to go to the UK, so we went to go a heap of different places, like England. We went to start in London for a couple nights, and then we're going to go on the Kentucky, which just, went all over Europe, like Italy, Greece. It was going to be so good. It was going to last for a month, or like 3.5 weeks, I think. But yeah, then COVID hit. So my trip got cancelled, unfortunately. And now I don't know when I'll ever be able to go on it again. Because, yeah, that time period was just perfect for me. Because I wasn't fully involved with the business at that point. Like, it wasn't like a massive thing for me. Like, now it'd be hard for me to go on holiday for that long. And shut the shop for that long. Yeah. What is the IKEA storage you got called? This one is called Ned something. I don't know. I just typed in IKEA DVD and it came up straight away. But it's I think a Swedish word. But it starts with G and I think it has an N-E. So it's like G-N-E-D. Don't know. And then we've got these under here. They are 8 cube units. The 8 cube units from IKEA are so good. Like, I opened it up and I just couldn't believe it. Like, compared to my 8 cube units from Kmart. I need a cough. I've like choked on my own saliva. I'll try not to. Try and like nice. Yeah, they're just like the 8 cube units, so they are, I have no idea. These ones over here, which you can't see, which is on my Instagram, they're the Billy bookcase. They were amazing. I have no idea how much they were though, I can't remember. I thought they were under 100, but I might be wrong. They're really good though, really good quality, really heavy as well. You definitely have to drill them into the wall. Yeah, we used a stud finder. I don't know what it is. Let's see if it, I don't even know how you turn it on. Ah! Does things. I don't know. You just do that. I have no wall to do it on. I don't even know how I'm doing it. I'm probably doing it wrong. Okay, there's a stud here. You can put it in right there. I think. I don't know. My brother did that. He knows all about that thing because he's a builder. But yeah, so I got him to put these in. There was only one stud. I don't know what stud is. Don't ask me. I think it's the wood that's behind the wall. So then you're not just drilling into plaster, because if you just drill into plaster without a plaster screw, it would just go fall out. But yeah, there's one here. So we drilled that in, and then we drilled these two together. So then they're all connected now. Because they were sort of like leaning heaps, and then the bookshelves over there, they were leaning as well. After like only 10 minutes of being standing up, they were leaning straight away because they're just so heavy. So yeah, they do recommend to like drill them in. But yeah, I can't remember any of the names. I'm sorry. I did a bit. That was a Billy bookcase, the one over here. Okay, that was a tangent again. I'm sorry. Thank you, Peter. Still. Do you work daily? I do, yeah. I rarely have days off, but I think that's going to change next year, especially for the first 3 months, because I'd really like to spend some time with Reese and like go on trips and stuff, day trips, and maybe some overnight trips with Flo and Reese and do things like that. Which is why I think I might keep my processing time to 2 weeks as well, 1 to 2 weeks, just so I can sort of get, you know, a bit of living happening as well as running a business. Because, yeah, it has been it's been a lot this year, and I sort of just want to take a little bit of a, not a step back, but just like a little bit of a break every once in a while, and like allow myself to have a weekend off without feeling guilty about it. Because at the moment, like, I've been working every single day except Christmas and I think the day before Christmas. Like, actually the day before Christmas, I was even working that morning. So I can't even say I didn't even work that day. Like, I feel like I work every single day. Every single day of the year. And I haven't been able to go on any of my holidays because they keep getting cancelled by COVID. So that's fun. Is your birthday the 19th of October? If so, we share the same birthday. Yes, it is, Alexis. That's so cool. I love meeting birthday friends. How old? Are you like my age, or are you a bit younger, a bit older? I'm born in 1998. I love this print. I was going to put this on a board. Whoopsie days. It's on one of these now. Have you watched this show on Disney? My Name is Earl. Yes, I have. I used to watch it as a child. No, it sounds terrible, but I did. It was the best. And I actually just recently rewatched it because my dad brought it up. He was like, oh, remember that show? And then it just came up on my Disney Plus account. And I was like, oh my God, yep. So I watched the whole lot. And then I came to the cliffhanger. They just stopped making the show at that point. I was like, no, what? So yeah, I was kind of mad at that. So wouldn't recommend watching it if you like things to be resolved, because it doesn't. I really like when things have a nice little tidy bow on top, and it's all resolved and everything's finalized, but definitely not. Did not happen. So yeah, I was a bit annoyed about that. 2H. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. This is doubled over. Okay. This is a lot. This is gonna roll for sure. This fabric is named after my dad's ex-partner, Heather. And she is just amazing. She's so beautiful. I love her so much. She came and bought some scrunchies off me today. And I have to be honest, I have to give her credit. Where is it? So, in my videos, I've always said my dad came up with this and made it for me. It was actually technically a joint thing between Heather and my dad. Heather actually came up with the idea of how to flip it, and Dad just made the idea happen. So she came up with the how you put it over and make a little pocket and flip down. And then Dad, took that idea and made it into a stick. So I'll give her the credit where it's due. Thank you, Heather, for coming up with my flip stick, which is the best thing ever. I should probably make a nicer looking one, like one that's painted or something, but they'd probably get all the fabrics anyway if it's painted, I suppose. I'm going to have to turn around this way, I think. Alright, any other questions? Easy ones. Seymour's in Victoria, the country area. Oh, okay. Is that like near Gips? I have no idea. I'm terrible. But is that like Gippsland way, or is that up near like Geelong way? Because yeah, if it's Geelong way, I have no idea. But Gippsland way. I'm like more from Bairnsdale area. Not Bairnsdale area, but like down that end of the country, not up Geelong way. If that makes sense. What shop did you get your shelving from? I got all my shelving from IKEA, like last week. All of this stuff. Then there's shelving units in here, which they're from Kmart. The ones over in this corner are from Kmart. My cubes are from Kmart that are my original stuff. So anything that was original in this room was from Kmart. But all my new stuff's from IKEA. But yeah, the IKEA stuff is so good. I could not believe the quality. And I guess I didn't even realise until I got it home and started unpacking it how much bigger it is than the Kmart ones. Like the size comparison between these two bookcases over here and these two bookcases is crazy. But you guys can't see that until maybe I might do a sneak peek on my Instagram, so you guys should subscribe follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Because yeah, I've been posting a little sneak peek of bits and pieces of my craft room. I folded this wrong. Oh no. Ah! It's going everywhere. Oh, I've missed. I'm sorry. What did you get the what did you get the cube thing behind you for? Oh yeah, that does make sense. Never mind. I was just thinking that didn't make sense, but it does. Sorry, Alexis. Okay, so the cube, this thing over here, they're for my scrunchies. I know it looks tiny, but it's perfect for what I want it for. It fits 20 of my regular size scrunchies in one cube, and then it fits 6, probably more of my XL scrunchies in one cube, depending on the fabric type. And honestly, that is so much more than I've ever had in stock. So if I have those filled up, that's going to be amazing effort from myself, because I usually only have 2 boxes of scrunchies, and they're only small ones at any one time, and that's only for markets, because I just never have stock, because I'm always selling it, which is a good thing, but it's really hard to keep stock. So I thought if I'm looking at it every day, it might give me more motivation to get more scrunchies in there to make it look full. Where is your timber bench top from? So my brother made this. It has MDF underneath. There's like a massive board, which is quite solid. I actually probably would have been fine with just that, but I wanted something a bit more professional looking on top. There's 2 boards here. So there's one on this side, one on this side. There's a lip as well, and there's a join here going down. They are from Bunnings. They were $59 each, so I got 2 to make the size that I wanted. There was a larger size that was, I think, 100 and something, but it wasn't going to be big enough for the size I wanted. I would have to cut heap off like long ways, because it was like a longer one, but not, it was only like 90 mil wide or something. 900 mil, not 90, 900 mil. Yeah. But yeah, I got it from Bunnings, and it's pine wood. Yeah, it took me so long to find a wood. Like, I have been looking online. I've been looking at my local Bunnings and other places like that, and there's just no way I had what I wanted. What I originally wanted was a big tabletop that was like a bench top that was white, but it wasn't going to happen. So that's why I went with the wood one. And I was going to spray paint it, but when I got it home and put it on top of the white, it just looked really nice. So I just decided to keep it that way. I thought, you know what? It'll be fine. I sort of wanted it for videos, like for when I do packaging videos, but I think the wood would look alright. Do you think the wood would look okay in my packaging videos? Because I was thinking like having it up, yeah, and filming. But I don't know. Like, I'm hoping the wood looks alright. I'm not a big fan of wood, I'll be honest. I like white things, like the white, everything in here is white, because I came from a farm and everything was so old and it was all wooden. So I think that's why I'm really into, the more modern stuff. But yeah, I think this does look nice. I wouldn't be able to do a darker table though, because I don't like the dark wood grain. Mostly because of the farm again, because everything there was like the dark varnished wood grain everywhere on all the walls, all the floors. So yeah, I wasn't not a big fan of that. And I put beeswax on top of this because I didn't want anything that would like be fumey for in here, because it's like full of fabric-y, and I couldn't take this out anywhere because this is built in this room. It can be disassembled in this room too, but it just would have been a pain to do that. So yeah, that's the story of the tabletop. Where did you get your drink bottle from, and how much did it cost? So I got this from overseas. Where did I get it from? Shein. I got it from. It was $11. It came quite quick. But if you're wanting one from Australia, Ohana & Co. do stock them, and you can buy them from her at markets, or you can buy them online as well. So it's Ohana & Co. If you can't find her, grab a look at who I'm following on Instagram. You'll find her there. But yeah, it's awesome. Definitely recommend them. And yeah, Ohana & Co has like heaps of rainbow ones and stuff. All these other pretty colours. Oh look, I got even more of this one. Where did I put? I think I put the other one in here, didn't I? Oh, it's already so far down. I'll just make a new one. I can't be bothered. 2008. Oh, let's do some quick math. That means you're 10 years younger than me. How old am I? You are 13. Wow. That's pretty cool. I hope you... Wait, would that make you 13? Quick math, quick math. I think it makes you 13. Let me know if I'm wrong. It's getting late. I reckon that means you'll be as old as my cousin. My little cousin, I got her. She has the first jumper that got made. Well, not the first jumper, I guess, because I made some of the ones with vinyl and stuff. But yeah, she's one of the lucky ones that gets one of the jumpers. I also gave two. I gave two to myself, and I may also get another one for myself. I probably shouldn't because I've already got so many jumpers. But yeah, she loves it. Oh my god, and she got me the cutest Christmas present. So yeah, my little Brody, she just turned 13. Oh my god, she must be like the same age. Yeah, because she's 10 years younger than me. It's always, that's what she says, Tay, I'm 10 years younger. It's easy to remember. Like, because I always like, how old are you again? I still think she's like 10, 8, 6. Where'd my little girl go, you know? She's grown up so quickly, it's scary. But yeah, she got me this cutest gift for Christmas because she messaged me. She's like, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, Brittany, I've got everything I need. Like, I don't need anything. It's all good. You don't have to give me nothing. But she made me this little box. So she bought like a box, and then inside it's got a little handwritten note that says something about all these like memories and like that, you know, that just has a nice little note in it. And then there's about 34 photos of us, and it's just all these memories I didn't even know about because my auntie took them on her phone and stuff, and all these other photos. But yeah, she's printed out all these little photos in some little box. It is the cutest thing ever. I love it so much. She's adorable. But yeah, that was like my favorite Christmas present. It was just the best. What are those behind your back? Will you store scrunchies in those too? Do you mean these or these? Scrunchies going in here, and fabric and scrunchies are in this one. So my market stock's going to go here. That box is getting moved. I have to do the cupboards yet. I haven't organised anything in here since the last time I refreshed it. And yeah, on this side, you see I kicked something. It's just fabric on this side too. So it's lots of fabric. So much fabric. It's a 40-minute drive from Shepparton. Ah, yes. So it's like up that way. Geography. Do you use Shopify? If so, was it hard to set up? Yes, I do use Shopify. I love Shopify. It wasn't hard to set up initially. It was when I went to do more technical things, I couldn't do it. You'd actually have to get a coder in for that, or you'd have to get a specific paid app. I wanted to be able to filter my products by color and certain colors. Like, I don't want to just have, okay, so say all my purples, right? There's, you know, violet, and there's, I'm going to say something. There's a C one. There's a heap of like dark purple. Did I say purples or velvets? I don't know now. What I was going with was all my purples. Yeah, so all these different color purples. If I put that on my website, it will come up in the color section as all those colors. They won't have a filter section that puts them all under the category of purple, which is what I wanted. And I gave up eventually in the end because I really need to pay someone to code my website for me so I could do that. That's something I could do in the future maybe. Because at the moment, it's okay. But I'm actually thinking about splitting all my listings up into singular scrunchies. But that will take a long time, so I'm not really keen on doing that anytime soon. But it was a consideration. Alright, what else? What AFL team do you go for? I go for Essendon. Well, my partner will love that because he goes for Essendon. He loves Essendon. I go for no team. I'm not really into football, but if I had to go for any, I guess I'd go for Essendon because Reese goes for Essendon. We've been meaning to get to the football. I really want to go with him and, like, you know, go watch the footy together. But every time it's on, he's either away or we're doing something or it's too hard or COVID. Yeah, but it's something I want to go do with him. I want to go watch an Essendon game. Will there be a vlog with a new room revamp? There will be. There's 2 actually. So there'll be one going through the vlogging stage, I guess. So me actually making all my bits and pieces, Jackson making this thing, me putting stuff away, that sort of thing. And then there's going to be a video of me actually doing a film. Me doing a, what do you call it? Oh my god. Brain work! A tour? Oh my god. Yeah, me doing a tour of this room and explaining everything about what everything is, So I haven't done that in the vlog. I've sort of grazed over a few things, explained them very vaguely, only a couple as well. Whereas, yeah, when I do the proper tour, I'll explain everything. And I'm not doing the tour until that's, you know, full or at least semi-full. With scrunchies, which might take me a little while. Although I'm hoping to get a nice stock up when I get my industrial machine going. I can't wait to use it. I'm very scared, honestly. I'm so worried I'm going to break it or something. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm freaking out about it a little bit. I guess because it's just so much money. I'm like, ah! And I don't know how to use it yet. Once I feel confident, it'll be good. Ooh, nice and early in Portugal. Hi, Marissa. I'm just reading your comment now. Ooh, that's some good Christmas items to get. I was looking at the industrial. I was looking at sewing or tables in general that move up and down. I was looking at those, but they just weren't big enough. I really wanted one which was going to be this size. Yeah, because I went to IKEA and I did look at all of those. There was some good ones. There was definitely some considerations for some of them. But yeah, then I ended up just going, no, I'll just get these and we're going to hope that Jackson can bring my idea to life. And he did. He did such an amazing job. And if anyone's wondering, Jackson is my little brother. He is a 2nd or 3rd year apprentice builder. So yeah, he knows a little bit about things, and he's like worked with tools all his life as well. So yeah, he did an awesome job. And then Reese helped me sand it. We went and got a sander. And yeah, that was interesting. I have sanded before myself. When I did the old craft room. So if you go back to 2020, so I'm going to have a tour for every year. So there's going to be the 2020 tour, the 2021 tour when I moved into here, and then there's going to be the 2022 tour, which will be this again. But yeah, If you go back to the one from 2020, you'll see the flaws in there. They looked so good. I varnished, like I sanded them back with Dad and then varnished them. One with water base and one with oil base. Oil base was so much better. But I think it's because it had a gloss luster to it. But it did take days to dry, whereas the water one dried within like 2 hours. But they're both really toxic-y. Like, they smelled so bad, which is why I didn't want to do anything on top of this besides any, like, a natural thing, which is why I got the beeswax. And I did it wrong anyway, but, I mean, it's fine. It works. Which ones are about to fall off the table? Oh, yeah, they're a bit off, aren't they? They're fine. We'll be right. Oh, good. Thank you. I should watch my own. I'm reading the comments and I don't even look at what I'm doing on the screen. It's slowly creeping off the table. Yeah. Whoops. Also, this table barely rocks. You know my old table? It was swaying. Oh, this is great. Like, I could like jump on this, you know? I could dance on it. Whereas my other table would probably snap in half. Oh, don't tell me that. I'm gonna sew my fingers. I probably will. Oh god. Ah! I've never done that before. That's something I've never done. I've never even gotten close. Because the what do you call them? The domestics, you can't really. Oh, that would be interesting. Ooh. What will your video be this week? What video is coming out tomorrow? What have we got to come out? I have a market vlog that is due to come out. There's also a couple other videos. Oh, I've got Q&As. I've got about 3 Q&A ones that I've filmed. I also have a video which I've been talking about for months. I filmed it literally 4 months ago, about why you shouldn't do follow for follow. That I should probably edit and post, but I haven't. I'm sorry. What else? God, there's so many. So bad. I'm terrible. Probably the market one because it's going to be the easiest to edit for me. And then I'll work on the Q&As to post maybe I'll do two in January. Two every week. What? Yeah, 2 a week in January maybe. That sounds like fun. If I can get them all edited in time. I might put this on a board as well. I like all my Satin on boards. Have you ever been to Sovereign Hill? If that's the one near Ballarat, is it the one near Ballarat? Yes, I have. I went there in year 5 for a camping trip. Not camping. I guess it was the camping. It was school camp. It wasn't camping. School camping. And it was very, very cool. I very much enjoyed it. It was very, yeah. It was really cool seeing like everyone dressed up and walking around. It was like, yeah, it was pretty insane. Definitely worth going, like, especially for a kid, a child. Very, very cool. But yeah, I think that was year 5, so that was like a long time ago now. And I remember their candies was really good. Oh, and their drinks. They had like this soft drink, which I'm sure I could get. But I mean, when I was there, that soft drink was like so good. It was the best. Did you watch the show Making It? I actually haven't. What's it about? I haven't watched that one. Are those small shelves behind you adjustable? Yeah, they are actually. So they have like these little thingies, and you can put them wherever you like. They make them smaller, like that. I got it from IKEA. They were $49 each. So they are really expensive, really, for what they are. But they are perfect for what I wanted. I probably could have fit a fourth one in, honestly. Might be something I get in the future, maybe another one if I need. I'd love to do a whole wall of them. Reese is like, why don't you just do a wall of them? I'm like, where? Baby, where am I going to put a wall of those? I don't have the space. So yeah, possibly something for the future. But I'm hoping in the future I'll have, you know, buckets of scrunchies rather than having only 10 per item sort of thing. But we'll see. Because yeah, I have over 500 scrunchie fabrics as well, which makes it a bit hard to have stock of everything in stock. But if I have all my best sellers and stuff in stock, all my XLs, that sort of stuff in, that will just make my life so much easier. Which is the best fabric to make scrunchies with? I really guess it depends on your preference. I personally like making scrunchies with cotton because it's easier, but I personally like wearing satin scrunchies because they feel better on the hair and the wrist. Also, satin scrunchies are super easy to make as well, like, because they're slippery, but they are slippery, that's the only thing. But I'm pretty good at sewing them now, but I guess when you're first starting out with satin, it's not the best. Also, it depends on what satin you have. Cheaper satin usually isn't really good. It will fray. The more expensive you get, usually the better quality. But it can depend, of course. I don't know. All the different ones. Did you play any sport when you were younger? I had a go at tennis, but the hot Australian sun said a big no to that one. Yeah, I think I did two nights of it, and in the summer, and I was like, no way, nah, Mum, I'm sorry. I know you've spent this money on getting me in for the semester, whatever it was, but no, ain't happening, not gonna happen. So I ended up quitting that, and I went into basketball. Basketball was good until everyone got really good at it, and then I stayed really bad and slow. So I ended up quitting that after a couple of years. Because yeah, everyone sort of either progressed into more of a professional sort of thing once they got a bit older, but I didn't. I was really just doing it for the exercise. I was not very good at it, to say the least. But it was fun back then. Will those scrunchies be holding scrunchies for display or an easy storage access for smaller amounts? Easy storage access for smaller amounts. So I know they look tiny, but this size actually fits 20 of my regular size and 6 to 8 of my XL size, depending on the fabric type. So I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but I very, very even rarely have one style in stock, let alone 10 or like 20 of the same scrunchie. So if I can have a couple of the same scrunchie in stock, that would be really good. I've never had that, never. Only when I did the 1000 scrunchie challenge, that's the only time I've ever had more than like 2 of a selected few scrunchies. I have to do one of those again with my new industrial. But to be honest, that did take a lot out of me doing the 1000, and I ended up being like 5 days, 5.5 days. It would have been 5.5 days, but I had a market, and then my dad ended up in hospital. So yeah, it was a bit harder to get it all done. But yeah, I think I could have done it in 5 days or less even. How many scrunchies can you make out of 1 meter of fabric? I can make, I think, 6 XL scrunchies, or like 5 or 6 XL scrunchies, and about 16 of my regular size, I think. I haven't done the math in a while though, because I've changed all my sizings. I used to be able to make 20, but then I upped a heap of things. So I think it's 16 now for the regular. Yeah, it's actually a lot of space in there. I like Sophie said the same thing when I showed her. She's like, well, that's not gonna fit much. And I sort of thought the same thing when I looked at it online. Or actually, I looked at it at IKEA. So I went to IKEA after we went to drop something off for Reefs in Melbourne. And I went there for the first time and had a look around, sort of got an idea of what I should be looking for. And then I did see these and I was like, oh, that'd be cool, but it'll be way too small. And then when I got home and like a couple of weeks passed, I was looking at them again. And then I decided to measure it up, like the size that it said. But I was like, well, that's actually not too bad. And then when I went in again to buy them all, I was like, no, that'll be fine. And then I tried them out. And without even, because like obviously these move, without even having that move, I can fit 20. So even if I put them on the side and I squished them a little bit, that'd fit even more. So yeah, they actually fit quite a few in there, which is good. A lot more than I thought they would anyway. Yeah, I think I use 4.5 inches just because I have the wide elastic. So anything I use, it sort of, I need to have it wider because the wide elastic makes it look smaller, if that makes sense. So yeah, I lose a lot in that way. But then again, it might even be less than 16. I don't know. Because yeah, I do WOF now as well. Well, 2 times WOF of whatever it is, whatever fabric. Now, I had a pile of this sort of material, but it's there. I'm going to fit this one on top. Ow! Hit my finger. How has COVID affected your business? Honestly, it hasn't been too bad for me because I was mostly online anyway. Like I just did the markets. That's probably the only thing that got affected. So I've been really lucky in that sense because obviously a lot of other people are have their own stores and stuff, which is expensive in itself, and then still having to pay rent and whatever. So yeah, it hasn't affected me bad at all. Yeah, it hasn't been bad for me. But I do love it when markets are back, when the COVID stuff is over and the markets come back. That's always fun. Although I'm very keen for a bit of a break from markets. I haven't actually booked any in for January. I do have my regular ones though, which I don't know if I'll be going to them. I know Pakenham I have to go to because that's like a prepaid one. But I don't know about Sale. There's Sale in Merbu. And I don't know because I just sort of want some time off, especially to work on just getting stock ready, not having to worry about markets, and yeah, so I don't know, because it's after do all the merch prep. For the merch, like there's just so much stuff I need to do, still, but I'm still waiting on a heap of things to come in so I can actually do it. So it's a bit harder. Ow! I really should have this is an afterthought. But these are actually kind of sharp. I did sand them, but I think I'm going to sand them more because I'm so going to hit my hip on this side and that side for sure. It's going to happen. I should have sanded them heaps more than I did. I should have made them round. It's something I possibly will do in the future. It depends how many times I hit it. That's the first time I've hit it. But it has been a thought of mine that I will definitely hit it. Yeah, so this side's a lot sharper than the other side. Is this your new studio? So it is the old studio, but with all the new stuff in it, all the new gadgets. I will be doing a studio tour, and I'll be doing the vlog on this. The vlog will come out before the studio tour though, and you'll be able to see everything. And make sure you follow my Instagram because I will be posting little sneak peeks of it as well. So this is like your sneak peek of it. Oh my god, my voice is broke. This is just a sneak peek of sort of what it looks like. I haven't finished putting everything away yet though. There's still stuff in the hallway that I need to put away. There's just still rubbish everywhere. There's still stuff up there. I was thinking about putting little pot plants up here in these little succulents. Ones that I don't need to water and ones that won't die. Maybe some fake ones. Yeah, maybe some cactuses or something up there. I thought they would look really cute. Especially because I think my lives will be here. Now, from now on, but we'll see. Oh, you can't even see it anyway. Okay, I've got these up here. Ah! I used to put like my pens and pencils in it, but they're little miniature like pot plant things. When and how did your sales kind of pick up? So not the start of this year. I think it was the start of last year. They started picking up when I started gaining more followers. I sort of put more effort into my business, coming out of like high school and stuff, and yeah, I wanted to sort of put a lot more effort into this. At the start of last year, like 2020? Oh my god, 2020. Oh, that seems like not long ago, but it's so long. Yeah, start of 2020, Australia went through massive bushfires. So I ended up doing donation scrunchies. So I put a lot of, I think I did 100% profits from the koala range of the scrunchies and the bows. And that went towards the bushfire victims. Like the, I think I donated to 2 places or 3. I donated to like a wildlife one, the CFA one, I think, and then I donated to one that was in Traralgon, which I could like take a photo with, because I really wanted like a photo with someone like me giving the money to someone like that. Yeah, I donated to some organisation as well, but yeah, it was through you guys. So I had a lot of people purchasing those scrunchies, and then I had another range which was other Australian like animals, which were 50% profits going towards the fund as well. I ended up raising almost, I'm gonna say this wrong, $4,200. It was like 4,182 technically, that I raised to go towards them. So that was really good. So that sort of was got the ball rolling in January, because I got a lot of traction from that for my business, because I had a lot of people sharing my page and stuff. And then a couple months later, I did another range of scrunchies, which were very, very popular with people. They just went crazy. I had so many orders. I think I had 300 orders in 2 weeks for them. And that was mostly through posting on girl pages, like on Facebook, like MGP, like Melbourne Girl Pals and Advice and stuff. It doesn't really work now. I don't know, the algorithms changed, but yeah, back then they were very popular doing that. So that was another really big event for me. Then the masks came into Melbourne. So that was in August, I think. And I just started my YouTube channel, so I had to put my YouTube channel on hold. I had to pretty much put everything on hold to make these masks. I made 700 in 3.5 weeks. And then I'm still making them today, and I don't like making them, but it is what it is. I've still got so much mask stuff, so I do need to make them. Yeah, so that was a massive event as well. So that helped grow my business again. And then the 4th event for 2020 was my advent calendars. So that was another really big month for me, and I made a lot of advent calendars. And then in the start of 2021, so this year, I was at 13,500 followers on Instagram and 2,500 subscribers on YouTube. And then I just took off on YouTube, and on Instagram I started posting reels and TikToks, and some of those blew up. Some of those had millions of views, and that's just blown me up to almost 40,000 followers. Yeah, so if you're not following me, go follow me on that, because I've been so close to hitting 40,000 for over 2 months now. I'm losing followers. I was over 40,000 and going between 40,000 and just under for like weeks, and now I've lost over 100 extra followers. Just, yeah, that happens. Just the amount of people I'm gaining isn't equal to the amount of I'm losing. I'm losing followers every day. You should see my graph. It's like, my graph's like this. It's going up, 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 and like, you know, it's like going, you know, waves. And then all of a sudden, it's gone boom, under. And it's gone under the whole way for the last 2 months. I have no idea what's going on with my Instagram account. Yeah, I'm really struggling on it. But, oh well, it is what it is. Where was this question going? Sorry, I got on a tangent. But yeah, that's sort of how my sales picked up. Just different events throughout the years, and then yeah, now it's sort of more consistent. Especially YouTube helps. I think because people see me as a person, and I'm not just like some random behind a computer screen. I'm an actual person making them, I guess. I think a lot of people like that and buy it from me for that reason. Do you recommend starting a YouTube channel to increase your sales of your business? Yeah, if you're like interested in YouTube, definitely worth looking at. Yeah, I love my YouTube channel. I sort of like it even more than making scrunchies sometimes. I definitely love how it's more of a, what do you call it? Passive income. Like the amount of effort I have to put into doing the YouTube is a lot less than the amount of effort I put into the business. And I make a lot of money from the YouTube channel. So I can just imagine how much, you know, a couple of those bigger YouTubers are making. Like in the same industry, you know, Tina comes to mind, or Angela, Jasmina, would be making doing YouTube, because like they're a lot bigger than me, probably have a lot more views than me. And if I'm making this much now, imagine what they're making, sort of thing. Like, obviously I gotta still make stuff because that is the whole point of my channel, but it wouldn't be bad, you know, if I was to slow down on my actual business, I wouldn't be upset about it, let's just say that, because that means I'll have more time to make videos. And I really enjoy making it. I really enjoy being a content creator. And then it also gives me more time to just sew things like dresses and make my own clothes. Yeah. Like, I love my business, but yeah, it would be cool to have like 2 of me so I could do both. Like, I could do YouTube as a separate thing, and like have more time for it, because I really do enjoy it. Wow, $9,000 is so amazing, Amanda. How much did you spend on fabric in the Boxing Day sale? I actually didn't purchase anything on Boxing Day at all. I just stayed home. Yeah, that's all I did on Boxing Day. And yeah, that last time I purchased fabric was today when I went to return my sewing machine, which was faulty. And that was only a small bunch of gingham fabrics. And then the time before that, I think, was maybe sale. I haven't actually been to Spotlight for a couple weeks. How are you going health-wise? I'm alright. I found out that I'm B12 deficient and vitamin D deficient. So I did a blood test because I've been feeling like just... So I ended up in hospital a few months ago now, because of like a throat thing, but it affected a lot of, like, just affected so much. And then once I got out of hospital, I just haven't been the same since. And I don't know if that's got anything to do with it, but yeah, it's just, I'm all like I was really, really tired all the time, and I was just so lethargic, and like, I just felt like I couldn't do anything. And it was really hard to keep up with all the orders, especially during Christmas period, because of how I was feeling, health-wise. But I finally got a blood test. I've actually been needing to get a blood test for about 4 years, since I left high school, actually. And I've been refusing because I hate needles. But I was like, no, Taylor, something is seriously wrong. Go get a blood test. So I'm going to get a blood test. I also booked in for some other things that I need to get checked out. But anyway, I hate needles. I told the lady this, and I said I haven't been in for a blood test for 4 years because I hate them. I hate blood tests. Anyway, I don't know if I didn't tense because I know not to because it makes it worse. But I didn't look. But I don't know what she did. I don't know if it was me. I don't know if it was her. But I had bruise all on my arm. I couldn't move it for days, and it was like it's still painful to press into. I don't know what she did. This was weeks ago. I got my blood test probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. Anyway, yeah, I found I was B12 deficient and vitamin D deficient. Which B12, I don't know why I'm deficient in because I am not a vegetarian or a vegan or anything. I do eat red meats and stuff. And she told me, the doctor, to just eat more meat. But I do struggle with that. That's probably why I'm B12 deficient because I don't eat a lot of meat in general. Like, I'll only eat it on special occasions, really, unless it's chicken or the cheap meat, you know, not expensive meat. So yeah, she said there's B12 and a heap of other things, but I just got B12 supplements anyway because the chemist recommended a certain one. And I have actually felt a difference in, I know it's only been 2 weeks, but I felt a massive difference already. I'm not tired as I usually am when I wake up, and I can actually get up, which is good. So yeah, if you're feeling tired, go get your levels checked because yeah, it definitely makes a difference if you know what's wrong. In the past, did you ever make jewelry? Yes, I did. What did I make? I made chokers. Like, you know, they were really popular back in the day. This was probably 7 years ago now, though. I made chokers and I made... Oh, who's coming to me? Hi! You're coming to me finally! You don't want to jump on me. Here we go. Can you see her? I don't know if you can see her. Hi, puppy! What have you got? Oh, hello. Are you okay? Oh, you're so cute. I don't know if you can see her. She stinks though. She needs a bath. What are you doing? You ready for bed? What time is it? Whoa, 10:30. Might be bedtime, hey. Oh, you're so cute. Did everyone watch the video of Flo? She's so cute. Okay. We'll go to bed soon. What is on me? Got hand sanitizer somewhere. Jewelry. Yeah, I made the chokers and I made... What else did I make? I thought I made something else. Maybe it's just the chokers. I don't know. Yeah, they were popular back in the day. I used to make like flower ones out of fabric. It was like fabric chain, flower chain. They were pretty popular. I used to, yeah, and they used to sell them worldwide because, you know, back then the shipping wasn't crazy and, you know, you'd get your order within 2 weeks overseas and it would be in an envelope and it would cost $3 to ship it. Actually, it cost $2 something, $2.50 or something to ship it back then. Oh, those were the days. She said my B12 wasn't too bad. And she said that the supplements, I wouldn't need them. I just need to eat more of those foods. But I mean, I eat eggs all the time. Like, and there's a few other things that she mentioned that I'm like, I eat those all the time. So I thought I would give the B12 supplements a go. But I have heard about the injections. I just I don't like needles. So I'm like, yeah. That's yeah. So I'll see how they go, and I'll get my levels checked again in a couple months and see if anything's changed from them. And I'm hoping they have. Otherwise, yeah, I'll probably have to maybe get the injection. But she didn't actually mention anything about the injection, so maybe I don't need it. Maybe I'm not at that level yet. We'll see. This is like my last piece, I think. I probably could have moved this table out a bit to like fit around there, but I don't know if it would be worth it. I'll lose so much space. Unlike this side. Oh, that was wrong. I only have 5 boards left. Or 6. That's pretty good, I guess. And I'm filled up these a lot. I sort of want to keep some of these free though, so then I can put in my cardboard mailers, the cubes. I know you guys can't see what I'm talking about, but I've got they're cube units underneath. So yeah, they're very handy. Anyway, if you have any last minute questions, ask them now because I will be getting off very, very soon. Because it is 10:30. I've been on for 2.5 hours already. Ah! Okay. Reese was worried that these wouldn't even fit up in this, and I was like, oh, of course they will. And they fit perfect. They're fine. I'm not sure with this. I can go back in the cupboard thing. Probably should do these ones. I hate when they staple into the fabric. Especially when it's satin ones. Yeah, she's stapled in. Oh, I love this fabric. It's new. It's like really silky. It's rayon satin, I guess. It's so nice. I've never really seen this at Spotlight. Usually I find the best things in the remnant bin, honestly. Some of my favourite materials have come out of the remnant bin. I guess it makes sense because they're so popular. So yeah, this one is, what is this? Winston. Okay. So this one I think is the more not expensive, but more expensive than the Semco one at Spotlight. I think it's like around $7 a metre. But I mean, it frays really easily. I don't really want to put it on a board because I don't want to get confused with my other one that's on the board. I haven't got a bin in here yet. All my bins are in the hallway waiting for a location. I actually ended up with a heap of these still. That's good. Oh, that's way too far off. Can I go further? That's better. Yeah, the needle phobia is a real thing, isn't it? Oh goodness. I think my older brother, he's quite afraid of needles too, but he's got cardiomyopathy, which is a heart condition. he's got a mechanical heart, like a LVAD. He's only 30, 32, which is really sad because, yeah. But yeah, it runs in the family, so I have to get checked for that every 2 years. And unfortunately, I think my little brother might also have it, or at least the starts of it, which sucks. Because, yeah, it really means that you have to have a heart transplant and stuff. But yeah, he hates needles, and he always tells me that, like, because he goes in the hospital all the time for it, but he always gets the practice nurses, like what do you call them, the student ones, and sometimes they treat him like a pincushion. I could never. I'll just like, no, please get me someone that, I know you need to practice, but no, not on me. I could not do that. Oh, no. But yeah, one girl could not find a vein at all, which I know isn't her fault because, veins, to find a good one's hard. But yeah, pincushioned him trying to find one. God, ugh. So poor thing. I was actually very surprised with the jabs and stuff. I went in and I booked in with Reese. I knew that Reese, I was like, no, you got to come with me. I'm not going by myself. So we booked together. And I was very surprised that I was okay. Like, I told them, and like they noticed I was so like nervous and shaky and stuff. But I couldn't even feel it. I didn't feel it at all. I didn't even know it was over. When, yeah, she's like, oh, it's done. I'm like, what? Yeah, definitely, yeah, it was one of the easier needles to get. Yeah, for me anyway. Yeah, I was so scared. I think if I had a really bad experience with the first one, it would have been so much harder to go back for the second. But I was okay for the first one, and yeah, the second one was even better than the first. So I was really glad about that. It was just like the after effects that really took me down. I was sick, very sick for days, and then like everything happened. Like it was just such a pain because like I was sick, and then I had to have a few days off, and then like my Christmas release, my advent calendars, and then it's just been go. And then now I've sort of had, right now is like my break time. I got up to December and I've had markets. And now it's finally over. Like I've still got a few orders to do that have come in. Actually I had a few today. I've had a few big ones today. So thank you very much if you're watching and you've done one of the big ones or even the small ones. But I have had quite a few today, which I've been really surprised about. Because I haven't had many in the past week or two. Because of Christmas and stuff, I thought everyone would already sort of have their shopping done. But no, it's been really good. I need to fill these back up. What am I missing? Sorry if you can see my big head. I'm just getting more fabrics out. That one is probably really close. I'm really sorry. What's one missing? I think I'm going to just put the leopard print on a new one, and I need that one. Okay, these are my last ones to do. What have we got? Got a couple in here. Oh, I missed a heap of these. Whoa. Whoa, mulberry silk fabric. Yes, that costs so much. I have seen, like, so many people ask me and they're like, can you please get this in? And I'm like, no. Do you sell silk? No, I do not, because it is so expensive. I don't think people realize how expensive silk is, which is why I just refer to them to the satin I have. Like, yeah, I have a silk pillowcase, right? And I actually prefer my satin over the silk pillowcase, which is supposedly mulberry silk. So I don't know, not a massive fan of it anyway. And that was from like a legit place too. It wasn't cheap. It was what's it from? What's those housing ones? Oh, what is it? Adairs. It was from Adairs, and it was like $90. And then, yeah, both sides are the mulberry silk, and it's not that great. Oh my god, we got so many more people watching now. And I'm about to get off. Ah! Yeah, remnants are so cheap. Cotton satin. I have to try that. I don't think I've ever tried a cotton satin. That I know of, I guess. Oh, is it Satin? There we go. Thanks, Simone. Yes, I love... Yeah, I do really like that too. That was I've showed a fabric before. It's way down in my pile though now, so I can't really show you again. But yeah, it's beautiful. Oh, I should put these on their side so it's easy to get out for me. Yeah, I might do that tomorrow. Yes, I use those for my XLs because they have such a nice sturdiness to them. They're not flimsy at all. Because I can't use a lot of fabrics for my XLs just because of the like rayon just creases too much for XLs especially. Like most of these I can't use for it. Maybe the gingham ones. Yeah, like the thicker cottons, yeah, but not the rayons. When do you sew and when do you edit YouTube videos? Yeah, so I do have like set times and days. So usually on a Monday and Tuesday, I'll be working on my orders. So I'll be sewing those and packaging up. Wednesday is a buffer day. So it's like if I've got too many orders, that will be to package up orders, or if I don't have too many orders, it will either be market prep or starting my YouTube video. But honestly, I usually start it on the day it's meant to be posted, Thursday. I usually start editing on Thursday morning, and depending on how long that takes, I'll have it ready either by the afternoon or late on Thursday, and that's why it always changes when I post, because I'm really bad at posting, like editing and stuff, just don't have time. And then on a Friday, I will do market prep if I have markets, or I'll just find something to do. Usually, like the past few months has been market prep day because I've been having so many markets. But hopefully, the next week or two, I'll be able to start making more scrunchies to fill this up. Oh, I got this one to do. Yeah, in regards to Marissa's comment, he has an LVAD. I don't know if you've ever watched, what was it? I want to say Home and Away. No, Grey's Anatomy. You know when, is it Danny? And the blonde lady. Oh my god, I should know who these people are, but I haven't watched it for years. It's the same thing that he has. And, you know, she cuts the cord and then he dies. Yeah. Because like he's wanting a heart. Yeah, that's what my brother has. Except he's not like Danny. He's not in hospital like on a machine. He's able to move around and stuff, and you know, do most of his normal life activities. But then in saying that, there's a lot of things he can't do. Like he can't vacuum, he can't get anywhere near static electricity, he can't go swimming. The way he showers, he has to have a shower every second or third day because he has to bag up his, like he actually has a tube coming out of his stomach because it goes into his heart, and that's where the mechanical heart is pumping the blood around. It's very interesting. I had a massive book about it because I was meant to be his like carer person, but then he ended up moving back to Melbourne. But yeah, it's not fantastic to live with, especially so young. Usually patients that have these are much older, and they're usually just used for before you are able to get a heart. If you're that bad, you'll get this. And I hear in US, unfortunately, a lot of people I put on those and they never taken off them. Whereas in Australia, with our healthcare system, you get the LVAD, and then you will get a heart within 1 to 3 years, like even in a couple months. But Matt, yeah, I don't think he wants to get a transplant just because they are very dangerous in terms of mortality rate and stuff, and he has a little girl, so yeah, it's so hard. That's some great tips, Simone. Do you wash your fabrics before you sew it? No, none of my scrunchy fabrics, only my mask fabrics I wash. They're the only ones that I'll wash because they're gone on the face. Whereas, yeah, it'd be way too much effort to wash any of these. Ah, yes. I'll have to have a look at the message. Galaxy print. I love the style video you did last week. You should do more. Yes. Of like flow or just the style in general. I don't know. I was like, I have to film this video because I bought everything and I was like, I got to do it and we got to get the photo. It turned out really cute though. I was really happy we got it done. Hopefully we'll be able to start doing a tradition and get them done every year. Hey, Sophie's still on. Were you gone for ages or you come back or you been watching the whole time? I guess it's only 9:41 there. When are you going back to markets, January or Feb? Well, I have to do Pakenham in January. So technically January I have to do start-door markets. But week 1 and week 2, I don't think I have anything. Week 3, I have possibly Sale. And then possibly, was it Sale and Pakenham? You flow. Yeah, so I got Sale and Pakenham. And then, what else do I have? The week after that, I think, is a week 4 because there's 5 Saturdays in January. Week 4, there's nothing at the moment. I could try and get into Yarragon, but they might not let me in anyway. And also it's January. I don't think I can be bothered because it won't be that busy. And then the 5th Saturday, that's Merbu. So there's technically 3 that I'm regular, but only 1 that I really have to go to. Yeah, 5 a.m. so early. Oh, okay, so how many layers do your masks? 3 layers. 3 layers. Alright guys, I know there's so many of you on right now, but I am going to go to bed because Flo wants to go to bed. And I guess I'll get into bed now too. Oh wait, there's one more fabric to do, and then I'm going to go to bed, okay? One more. And I will try and do more lives, but yeah, it's just a bit hard because it really has to be the right timing for it. And it does take a lot out of you as well, like speaking for so long, with like really no interruption breaks. And I don't think I could do a live just not talking to you guys. I think that would be boring. And yeah, I'd feel bad about it. I have to be talking. It's just not an option for me. You know me. I just love, I'm just a chatterbox. It's got to be talking. So bad, so bad. I have so much of this fabric. I've already got like 3 rolls of this, but anyway. Another one. At least I didn't run out of those things. Boom. Done. Alright, everyone. I'm going to head off. Do you have a next live planned? I don't really plan them, I'm sorry, because I really got to be in the mood for them. And I don't know if I'm going to be in the mood like the day before and stuff. So, yeah. It really takes it out of me. So, unfortunately, I don't know. But, yeah. Just keep those notifications on. I might pop up sometime during the next week, maybe. I don't know. Alright guys, I'm going to head off. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to replay it, you can do that too. Talked about a whole different bunch of things tonight. Yeah. Thanks for keeping me entertained while I flip all my fabrics. And I will see you guys next time. Make sure to like this little video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys. Good night. Have a good day if you're from overseas. I don't know how to end this.